Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I hope you decide to stick around by hitting the subscribe button. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about finding body confidence when you're postpartum. So as a lot of you know, I had a baby about 11 months ago now, which seems completely nuts. And to be honest, it's been a whole new body confidence journey that I've been on, and some days I really struggle. It is really hard to adjust to your new postpartum body. And honestly, if you're not postpartum and you're watching this, I think you can probably still take some really good tips out of here, especially if you've had any drastic changes to your body with weight gain or weight loss and any just general body shape changes. But as you, I'm sure, know, when you go through pregnancy, your body changes very quickly over a 9-month span. And then after pregnancy, your body changes very quickly again. And it can be really hard to wrap your mind around what's going on with your body. It's a lot of just ups and downs, and it can just be hard to adjust. So these are some tips and tricks that I have found along the way to help give me back some of the body confidence and self-love that I had prior to pregnancy. And hopefully you can put these into practice in your own life, and hopefully they'll help you out as well. So my first tip is to not just get lost in being a mom. It is so easy, and I feel like even just years down the line, it is so easy to fall into this feeling of just being a mom, just being a caretaker, just always doing and giving for others. And that's a wonderful thing, and it's a great part of being a parent is giving and taking care of your child and your home and your spouse. But it's so easy to just get completely sucked in and lost in that world of just being a mom that you lose yourself. You lose yourself as a person. You forget the things that you enjoy doing and the things that you like. And it's really important to remember who you are as a person. Do you like to get your nails done? Do you like to have your hair done? Do you like to go shopping? Do you like to go out dancing with your friends? Do you like to volunteer? You know, all of these things. You need to keep that in mind. And when the time is right, start implementing them back into your life. I know for me, I love having my toenails painted, but during pregnancy, especially towards the end, I could not paint my toenails anymore. But now that I'm no longer pregnant and I can reach my toes, I make sure I take a little bit of time to do that for myself. It's just a little thing, a little something that just helps to make me feel pretty and a little more human. And I think it's definitely good to take a little bit of time for yourself. On top of that, YouTube is one of my favorite hobbies. It's my way to have a little bit of adult time, and I definitely make sure to take a little bit of time every day to enjoy YouTube, whether that's filming, editing, or watching and commenting on other people's videos or responding back to you guys. Just having something that is just for me, that is my hobby, and something that makes me feel human and not just like, I don't want to say a house servant, but someone who just like is a mom and only does mom stuff. You know, like you are more than just a mom. So you have to find some hobbies and some ways to really make yourself feel human again. And I kind of already touched on this subject with YouTube, but definitely having something that is just for you. So my YouTube channel, I do like to put my husband on every now and then or have other people in my videos, but overall, like, this is the Kristen show. And it's just a place where I can come on and talk about whatever topic I feel like discussing, and this channel is just for me. It's just, this is my outlet. This is my creative outlet, and it's something that I desperately needed. And so I highly recommend anyone out there get a hobby. Find something that you enjoy that is just for you. Do model cars, take up a new sport, learn something new. I don't know. I'm just throwing out some topic ideas. I'm sure there's way more, but YouTube is my hobby. It is my safe place. It is my creative space, and it's something that I truly enjoy that is just for me. This next topic here is fixing yourself up. Now, I kind of touched on this a little bit, especially with taking the time to paint my toenails. But not only do I take the time to paint my toenails, I also take the time to do something with my hair. I got a little bun I'm rocking today. I like to take the time to do my makeup. I know how easy it is to fall in a complete funk where you just live in the same clothes for 3 days, your hair is in a messy bun, and you have no makeup on, and you don't leave the house. I know what that is like, and I catch myself falling into that funk often. Every couple of weeks, I'll catch myself. Well, I'll go 3 days to almost a full week where I may or may not have showered, and I may or may not have brushed my hair, and I'm probably in the same pants for the past 5 days. I'm very guilty of that. And so I have to pull myself out of those funks and go fix myself up just for myself. I may have no place to go. You know, maybe I'm just going to the backyard with the dog, but I need to find a reason to make myself feel better. And the way I feel better is by fixing myself up. And so I like to do that, even if it's just because my husband's gonna come home and I want to look nice for him. I know that sounds very old-fashioned thinking, but I don't think it's a bad way of thinking, especially if it means that you're catching yourself falling into these funks where you don't feel good about yourself, and I don't want to say it's a depressive state, but almost seems like it, because I mean, you're living in the same pants for 5 days and you haven't brushed your hair or showered. So sometimes you just gotta find a reason to fix yourself up, even if it says something as simple as your husband's coming home and you want to give him something nice to look at. So this next tip, you may or may not like it, but I think that right after delivery, maybe not right after, not while you're in the hospital. I mean, you can if you want to, but within a few days of getting back home, I think that women should start wearing sexy nighties, something comfy, something flowy. You know, you're still probably going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to be feeling the best. And I definitely think that comfortable is key, but I also think it's really a good idea to wear something slinky and sexy and that just makes you feel good. I have a few nighties that I like to wear right after I gave birth to my son that cover everything. They were opaque, nothing showed, but they had some lace detailing. They were strappy, like right here they had like spaghetti straps, but they were knee length, and it just made me feel pretty, and they were silky, so they felt great going against the sheets. And it made me feel better about myself because I just had a baby. I had on those mesh underwear and giant pads, like that's so attractive. And I was like sleep deprived, bags under my eyes, and getting up like every couple of hours with my son. And so I just found that having something kind of slinky and sexy to put on for nighttime, and I didn't even do this for my husband, this was for myself. It just made myself feel better. And during the early stages of parenthood and your baby is new, there's a very good chance you're going to end up living in your pajamas for several days in a row. So it might as well be something slinky and sexy that just makes you feel good about yourself. This next one is to eat things you couldn't eat while you were pregnant because you just had a baby. You just went through 9 months of potentially barfing your face off, and you may or may not have been able to eat certain things that you really enjoyed. Now, take it with a grain of salt. Don't go overboard like I did, because I dropped the baby weight almost immediately, but then I took this little tip to heart and I like chowed down on everything in the house and gained everything back. So don't go to that extreme, but I definitely think you should indulge a little bit and just enjoy things that you couldn't have while you were pregnant, and don't worry about your body for a while. My biggest suggestion would take like 3 months after a baby is born, if you can do it, and just wear comfy clothes, eat what you want to eat, and just enjoy yourself and be comfortable because you just had a baby. Like, your body needs some time to recover. So just take, 3 months to yourself if you can, to just wear whatever and eat whatever. I know that kind of contradicts what I've said before, but those comments are towards when you start to feel like you're falling into a funk, then you need to take the time to like fix yourself up, even if it's wearing cute sweatpants and a cute t-shirt and doing your makeup, do something to make yourself feel good. But definitely within the first, I would say 3 months, 2 to 3 months, like just pamper yourself, relax, snuggle your baby. It doesn't last very long, and eat what you want, and don't worry about your body and your body shape, because you're more than likely, your belly is probably going to be kind of jiggly and your shape's just going to be out of whack. And it's going to be like that for probably the next year. It's going to take some time for your body shape to start to come back. So just in the beginning stages, take a couple months, don't worry about it. Just enjoy your new baby and get comfy on the couch, snuggle them up, and eat whatever you want. So my next tip is to give out compliments freely, because it feels really good to give them, and it feels really good to get them. But as I always say, giving is better than receiving. And I have personally found that giving compliments to other people definitely helps to make me feel good as a person. And feeling good as a person is just about as important, if not more important, than feeling good about your body. And so being postpartum, especially right after, it's hard to adjust to your new body, but you're still a good person on the inside. And so if you're out and you're, shopping or whatever, and someone has pretty nails or pretty hair, or you like their handbag or what have you, pay them a compliment. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. Most times you're gonna give them a smile, and that's gonna make you feel pretty good knowing that you put a smile on someone else's face. And maybe that person was having a bad day, and your compliment will help to turn that around. So definitely be free giving with your compliments. I think that is something that people should do year-round, all the time, postpartum or not. But I definitely feel like just after having a baby and you feel so crummy about your body, you can at least feel good about being a good person, and you can give nice compliments to random people you don't know. So this next one is more of a trick, but it is to hold your head up high and walk with confidence. Even if you don't feel confident, you can still fake it. Fake it till you make it. So when you're out in town, hold your head up high. Don't be looking at your feet. Square off your shoulders. Tits and teeth, smile big. You don't have to do that, we're not in show. But show off your boobies. They're not gonna stay big forever, so enjoy them while you can. Wear something that shows off your cleavage if it makes you feel good and it's something that you like doing. Definitely show off the girls while you can, and just walk with confidence. Even if you don't feel confident on the inside, you can put off a show of confidence, and other people are attracted to confidence. So if you're putting on a show of being confident and you're making other people believe you're confident, at least they think you are, even if you're not. And so in a lot of ways, that'll start to make you feel more confident. I feel like I'm saying confident a lot, but faking it till you make it really does work. So this last little tidbit is to start having sex as soon as you can. Now make sure you're cleared by your doctor. I know mine, I had to be, I think I was like 6 weeks out before I was cleared to have sex again. And definitely talk to your partner well before you have sex postpartum. Let them know that there might be a lot of stopping and starting. So I know a few times with my husband, we would start and I would not be ready and things would hurt, and so we'd have to give it a couple of days and then start again. So definitely keep that in mind. Let them know beforehand that, hey, this might not be like a jump all in kind of a session. It might take a little bit for me to be comfortable doing it again. But I definitely think that having sex as soon as possible postpartum will definitely help you with body confidence, whether that means you have to have sex with the light off or what have you. Just letting your partner touch you and make you feel sexy and letting them make you feel like a human is definitely a good thing, and having that intimacy with your partner will go a long way to also help just make you overall feel better. So those are my tips for finding postpartum body confidence. I hope that these help somebody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you guys have any tips or tricks, feel free to add them to the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.